What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about the new limiteds that just came out. Yes, they're trash, but you don't have to worry about that. There's a lot of other things that are going to be coming in. I'm going to be talking to you guys about my new abilities that I'm running, if it's worth it, the things that are going on within the game as far as that goes. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from those of you guys that have been joining me during the Twitch streams about seeing how the game actually works with the meta. A lot of you guys have been tweeting me, sending me Facebook, Instagram messages, saying that you guys are winning a lot more games, so I'm happy about that. We're going to continue to do that. Like I said, it is what it is. The game is very, very random and it changes a lot. So we do our best here to make sure that you guys are getting the best possible outcome with the way the game is currently playing. So now with Chris Godwin and Ryan Kerrigan, I'm going to go over that really quickly. I think both of these cards, most of you guys would agree, even on a theme team, well, I guess the Power Rusher left end, maybe that'll work for a Washington football team. But overall, these limiters are trash. All right, so you can do, like, even last night when I saw that EA tweeted it out, I have to be honest with it. Like, I'm kind of fed up with a lot of the ways that they kind of throw attribute numbers at us, like 99 catching, and that's supposed to mean something. And it's like, we know it doesn't, but we kind of go with it. I'm kind of sick and tired of that. So going forward, I think it's time for them to show us that these things actually work, as opposed to just putting out anything and making us go crazy about it. Like right here, Ryan Kerrigan 300K. That's not what a real decent limited should go for. Obviously, if you buy it quick sells for coins, not training. Please don't make that mistake. I had a couple guys tell me that they were doing that, trying to get training, and it obviously it quick sells for coins because it is a limited. So beware of that right there. Overall, like I said, I'm still, Bernardrick McKinney? He's still pretty decent for me, so I don't really have much issue. Ryan Kerrigan, we could take a look at his numbers real quick. Nothing really spectacular, guys, but he would probably be decent on your line because he's a power rusher. I like him. I like every power rusher. If you're a speed rusher, I hate you. It's pretty much simple. That's the way the game is made. That's what it is. He would be decent, but I would play him at D tackle, not preferably at end, because he would probably, 89 plus 4, so you'd go to 93 speed as a D tackle and probably have some fun doing that. He's 259 pounds, so he might be able to withstand a decent amount of stuff. Power moves is very, very high. When you power him up, that's going to be a solid 99. So for the most part, I'm saying it's trash because I don't think that he's going to have a major impact. It's up to you, though, because like I said, with the way the game works, we know right now, Jadeveon Clowney, Ricky Jackson, Charles Haley, those are some of the best pass rushers in the game. This guy could work, but he's, like I said, he's a, whatever, dude. Like, if you have a Washington theme team and you got space, you want to add another 99 overall card after you power him up, have at it. Have a good time. Do what you have to do. You only live once. So we're going to keep going through. Now, Chris Godwin, this card is an absolute joke. Realistically speaking, right, cards that are trash, they're going to catch the ball the same exact way that this guy would. So that 99 catch stock, it doesn't really mean anything. And then he's 6'1", so, like I said, height doesn't really matter in the game. But if you're a bigger receiver, it's better when you throw the ball up randomly. For those of you guys that are having issues when you're throwing the ball up and it's just like, this dude never catches the ball, in certain instances, the game itself is going to determine whether you're going to be able to make that play or not. All right. Also, he has a 90 jump. Some of you guys were questioning that, like, Gmi, does that really matter? I don't know, because guys that had lower jump early in the year, I was mossing with them. So I don't really know how that corresponds, but I will tell you this, he will drop wide open passes. And it's random. The catch in traffic at 97, it's like, all right, when you power him up, that'll go to a 98. I don't really know. There was a time in Madden where these numbers actually, they meant something. But with the ability situation, it's all about the ability that you have on the player as opposed to what the attributes say. And I really want to make sure you guys understand that, because we have to hold them accountable for it. It's very obvious that a lot of these cards are just gimmicks. The attributes is what it is, and it's just like, all right, the dude's going to suck anyway. He's not going to do anything different. And I know as the year goes on, it becomes more and more difficult because there's more higher overalls. But if a guy is wide open, he shouldn't drop the ball. If there's a little bit of contact, he shouldn't drop the ball with these numbers. But he will. That's just what it is. It's been random over the last 3-4 years and been absolutely disgusting. So as you take a look at this, if you are a Tampa Bay Buccaneer theme team, maybe he works for you. He is a route runner archetype. He can do a lot of different things. But for me, just to be, brutally honest with you, if he was a Niner, I wouldn't get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, like how we had what was the other dude that we had on the team? Ayuk. Like, even when he gets another card, like, because Early in the year when they're fast and other people have to account for that speed, it's like, all right, cool, we could go ahead and grab them. But this time right now, it's all about God squads. It'll be very, very rare that you run into a team that doesn't have a bunch of 99s on their team right now, because that's the fun part of Mud, right? That's what gives us a breath of fresh air. When we're building our team up, this is the most exciting part. When we take our team out on the field, we want to throw up, because the game is just something that I don't know where, like, it's just demonic, but it is what it is. All right, so now that we got the limiteds out the way, we're going to talk about a few things. Number one, right? I've received more feedback about Brett Favre. I was contemplating going after Brett Favre, and you guys validated what I said. A lot of you guys that had him raid sold him and said, look, you were right at the beginning. They did tune him afterwards, but he still sucks. I'm going based on your feedback. I did have a lot of people argue about it and say, you know what? You know, Gmi, bro, he's raw for me, whatever. And now they come back saying he's garbage. So I don't know if the game's been tuned or whatever it is. I will say this, though. I love me some Aaron Rodgers. I still love Aaron Rodgers. I think that he is one of the better cards in the game. You know, for me, I think that that's something that's suitable. I would like a strong arm QB that's 99 overall, though, another one, so that we could probably get Hot Route Master unlocked at 99 overall. You can't get it with Justin Herbert because he's not a gold 99. So, you know, when you see that chemmed up stuff, you see like how he goes to a 99 and all that, that doesn't matter. This has to be a gold 99. And this is something that I've argued and I've proven points with this. EA Sports doesn't care that much about the boosted stats. It's a joke, because if the boosted stats matter, he would be able to unlock it while he's a blue 99 and not a gold 99. So when you think other attributes are really contributing to what goes on the field, I disagree. You know, like seriously, like, yo, bro, like I'm being so totally honest. I don't think that these boosts really matter much in most cases. And EA has made it like that for a while. And a lot of you guys still drink the EA Kool-Aid. I have to monitor it and see what they're doing. And if they do something that I view as a W or something that is, you know, pretty decent for all of us in the community, I will state it, even if you guys are against it. For those of you guys that have been around for a while, you guys know that. Even if you guys really like seriously disagree with me, I will still say like, yo, this is a good look, this is good, this is good. But the whole thing about, you know, the whole boost and everything that goes on with the card, I don't think you really get as much as many of you guys think. I do, and like I said, for those of you guys that was saying like Inside Deadeye is glitched, I don't really think so. Or if it was at one time, maybe they tuned it, because this guy was throwing Stevies all over the place. Now we did win the games, but he had Stevies all over the place. I just wanted to point that out, that I will take that Inside Deadeye off at any time if it's necessary, and don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even think about it. There is one thing I want to point out. Randy Moss has been demoted to the slot receiver, but he does good things in that slot. It's just the fact that he's a very, very disgusting run blocker, so that might be an issue for those of you guys that are trying to figure out, like, yo, Randy Moss is back. Yeah, he's back, but he's garbage. But, you know, 99 speed, 99 excel, I really wish that meant something, dude. Because dudes be just running them down with the slowest corners. Like, Carlos Rogers be out there playing, like, the dude got mid-zone, so he's just all over Randy. Like, all right, cool, whatever, EA. So we give him deep in because he's in the slot. Deep post, if he gets a step, he's gone. You know, they play the wrong coverage, but most people will send one and send two and have all the coverage back there, so you got to be careful with that. He is also good with drag routes if you want to switch it up a little bit. He just gets a very decent step to start. Now with Julio, the reason that I had deep in on him was because we were labbing the bunch tight end. Now, I'm a doubles guy. I used to be a spread guy, like way back, like Madden 11, Madden 12. I have to probably say that, dude, I'm just doubles. I'm probably going to say, like, look, I'm doubles for life, dude. Like, it's just real. Like, doubles is just what I like because I like the setup. I like the tight end right there tight. I like the one slot guy. I like the two outside receivers. You know, right now I'm running, I believe, the Seattle playbook. So I'm running a lot of read option. I had to switch it to deep out because, like I said, he's not going to be more or less in that bunch tight end a lot. We're going to be running a lot of doubles. So I would recommend going back to deep out elite in that case. If that's something that, you know, you guys were looking to do, I would definitely agree with it. Now, as far as the inside Deadeye, like I said, the only other thing I can do, to be quite honest with you, is to give Braylon Edwards deep out, which would make sense. Now look, another thing that I have to point out, because I don't have Hot Route Master, I have to give Uncle Vern tight end apprentice. He has to get that because it's very critical that you're able to make a crosser out of every formation. Extremely critical. So The deep in is a no-brainer. You're gonna moss dudes in the scene, but you're gonna have to make sure that you have this if you don't have Hot Route Master. Obviously, if you have Hot Route Master, this is it's null and void. But it's something that you should definitely take a look at, because I played without him having Tight End Apprentice, and they just watch the streak. You know what I'm saying? They know. But when you can create a corner, you can create a crosser, it makes it very, very difficult. The secondary tight end, he only needs the ability because you're only going to streak him. And right now we have Jermichael Finley there. He will moss you for 6. All right, so just for all intents and purposes, what I'm going to do right now, because I don't believe Inside Deadeye is really doing anything for me, I'm going to take this off, right? And I'm going to give Braylon Edwards that deep out, because it does open up the opportunity, if you want to moss, to do it. Even though in certain cases you will get an animation that's stupid, it does open up the possibility of being able to moss a dude. All right, and also he dropped a wide open pass earlier for me on a post route, and I'm like, do I really have to have an ability? Because if I look at his numbers, the dude has 99 catch boosted, right? He dropped a wide open post route. You guys will see it later over on GmiasWorld Gaming. And like I said, coming soon, you're going to be getting a lot more footage here as well. But it's something where I tell you guys, you look at all the numbers, and I just don't believe it. I'm just looking at it like, all right, EA, you got it, dude. Whatever you want. But so that explains to you guys the bottom realm. When they give me a strong arm quarterback like Culpepper in the future, I probably will go with him because he'll be a gold 99 and get rid of Justin Herbert. Just so you guys know, because the Hot Route Master and the Gunslinger is going to be 5, and then we can work out the numbers after that. All right, everybody up here, the outside guys, edge protector, inside, post up, and then we have identifiers so that we can see who our opponent is using. Those are the abilities that have been very, very successful for me, and I always come back to them. I will experiment, but then I'll come back to them, and then I'll dominate with this type of setup right here, because you just get better run blocking, and it helps you out a little bit more if you delay your run against shooting the gap. Like with having the post-ups, they just do a good job in the run game as well. Let's jump over to the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to start over with the specialist real quick, right, to let you guys know what's going on. Derwin James, he has mid-zone, but what I just figured out, I'm probably going to start running big nickel again. So I'm going to probably need him as one of the other guys that I use her. So I'm going to take mid-zone off this guy, and I'm going to give him pick artist because he's going to be one of the sub linebackers that we use. All right, so I'm going to take this off. It was good when we were running other defenses to have him at safety, but I think for us right now, we're going to run pick artist on him, and he's going to be a sub linebacker in big nickel. I just think he's better. I think he's better with that as opposed to mid zone, because they tune the game so much. I don't know what's been happening as of late. Oh, I gotta show you Jadavion Clowney. I don't know what's been happening as of late, but dude, like mid zone's been getting dotted. Like I put out a clip on Twitter showing how good it was, and then I came back the next day and they just stand there and get dotted. Now remember, they don't play corner routes because the development team doesn't know what to do to fix the safeties playing corner routes. It's been 3 years, and if they roll out, the safety just stands there and watches the guy get open. I don't care who the safety is. It's very, very stupid. So just understand that mid-zone will not save you with that. Right now, we're going to be going no outsiders and edge threat. Okay, that's pretty much what Jadavion Clowney has. His numbers, take a look, 95, 98 excel, 99, 99 finesse and power move. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Block shed 98. So he's out there doing his thing. It is what it is. All right, guys? Now, we jump over to the regular core of the defense. We're going to take a look at that really quickly and get an assessment of that. Very, very simple. Now that we're going to have the 2 guys doing that, Justin Reed, he might have to be the deep safety because he has mid-zone. Ronnie Lott has pick artist, right? Justin Reed, he may have to be that deep safety. So we're going to leave mid-zone on him. Charles Haley still gets no abilities. Ricky Jackson is still the same thing. Edge threat, no outsiders. You want to stop that run. One of the things I want to point out, though, after I show you guys mid-zone and mid-zone on my outside corners, J.J. Watt got picked up and dragged today. Now, I don't know what the hell he's doing because he's 6'5", 288, but a lineman literally picked him up and dragged him on a run play. I didn't like it that much. I was very disgusted. I will give him another shot, though, because he gets every team's chem, but he's going to probably be gone. I don't know what the hell he thought he was doing, but the guy got lifted off his feet. For those of you guys that are subscribed to GmiasWorld Gaming, you're going to have a ball with the video later on, but it is what it is. It's disgusting. But again, he's JJ Watt. For the most part, he does what he's supposed to do. So we're going to leave him for now. All right, we'll just leave him for now. But I wanted to point that out to be, transparent. The dude got lifted up like a little toddler, and they just ran. Bro, the dude ran for 6. I don't know what happened. He has inside stuff. It didn't really matter. So those are all the abilities that I'm using. Now, for the rest of the big nickel, I used Dion as one of the other corners, and then Rod Woodson, I believe, I had him in the slot for big nickel. All right? I will go more in depth with it. Like I said, coming very soon. You guys have been asking for more in-depth preview of what's going on. I will be doing that, but I wanted to get you guys the abilities. Now, as far as the X Factors, Unstoppable Force, and Blitz, and on the offensive side, Vanguard, Double Me, and Double Me. Nothing really big. It's all about the primary abilities as opposed to the X Factors. So as usual, you have any questions, go ahead and drop it in the comment section right there, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. One love, y'all.